Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Imperium Universalis as Athens. However, because of the because of an update for the mod bringing it up to version 1.1.1, yeah, they made, I guess, some significant enough changes to where if I try and load the save that I made at the end of part 1, the game instantly crashes as soon as I unpause. And so yes, we're going to have to basically go and re-record part 1. I thought about not actually recording it and just kind of going through it on my own and picking up, well, basically roughly where we left off after I accomplished pretty much all the same goals. But I decided against that predominantly because it's just going to end up in a situation where the rest of the world could possibly end up looking very different than the way it ended in part 1. And so I said, you know what, fine, screw it, I'll just go ahead and re-record part 1, effectively. And so that's what we're going to be doing, is basically re-recording part 1. I'm hopeful this won't be a regular thing, as it stands right now. But we'll see. We will see. Again, activate the food system. I want it. Thank you very much. Hide that stuff. I don't, well, I mean, at least those two I guess I can show. That's Chalkus. I don't really care for that. First things first. Let's go with the build an army for our nation. We start out rivaled. I didn't realize we actually started out rivaled by Sparta. I never noticed that before, but apparently that is actually the case. We actually start out rivaled by Sparta. And I get the feeling we're starting with a little bit less troops. Yes, because they've actually decreased the regiments from 1,000 to 500. I mean, I suppose it's not a necessarily bad thing, because, yeah, you don't necessarily have tons of manpower. So they're a little bit cheaper. I don't think they increased the stats, though, if I'm going to be completely honest. They might have. I really don't know. But I don't think they did. But nonetheless, let's go ahead. Do that. Kick the game up to 3 speed. And wealthiest man, 315. Not actually that bad. Now, our main issue is going to be, you're going to have friends. You've already decided upon who your friends are going to be. They're going to be the same 2 guys that I had to fight last time. So, you're a no because you're buddies with those guys. You are that little island, so no. You are, I'm pretty sure, you're right there. So you're a decent sized nation, so I'll say yes to you. You, I think, are the little guy next to him, so I'm going to say no to you. I want decent sized allies game. None of these little one province nations or islands out in the middle of the Aegean that only have a single island under their control. Chalkus, yeah, you're not a bad idea either. The 2 of you, though, probably won't get along very well, but I am hopeful things will be relatively well. Oh, Macedon, sure. I'm sure we can come to a reasonable agreement. What is my limit? 5. Okay, well, where are you? You are a little island, so screw you. I'll say yes to you. Actually, I don't really want the alliance with you. Never mind. I completely forgot. Lydia's probably going to declare war on you because I almost always declare war on you. So, whoops, sorry. Sorry, I lied. I thought we could be friends, but then I remember that Lydia almost always declares war on you. And I don't really feel like fighting Lydia. So, yeah. Sorry about that. Also, let's go ahead and deal with the whole sending trade around. So that's, bulk of the trade's already going to the Aegean, so I don't really care. I mean, I could push more of it that way, but it doesn't really benefit me at all, I imagine. Trade has to go down from there, so we're going to put transfer node here. Takes 17 days for him to arrive. You're not pushing any trade to the Aegean, so we'll go ahead and also try and transfer some up there as well. And we got some slaves. Okay, so apparently actually Athens is considered a major center of trade. I won't complain about that. I'm fine with that. It does actually help me. Plus 20 to local trade power and one possible building, which I think is already taken up. Or, wow, no. Wow, we got a lot of empty slots. I should hit the game with the 4-speed. Oh, did they get rid of the whole importing food stuff? Okay, I need to... They made some changes to the food system. So we have no food supplies on hand right now. That should change. We have a capacity of 400. Okay, let me see. So the rules now are... so I'm pretty sure these are the same resources. Grain, rice, fish, fruits, meat, honey, olives, wine, tea, and spices. I wouldn't really consider tea food supply, but we know... Well, I also wouldn't consider honey a food supply either, but hey, you know what? You can go and do that. Same with olives and wine. Well, maybe olives are fine, but not so much the wine. You're not really going to be able to survive in life drinking just wine. You're still going to have to eat other stuff. Sorry, that's just the way it is. The amount of food which is produced depends on the goods produced modifier in every province. Meat, fish, and honey will be every 3 months. And, okay, it's goods produced times 15. Grain, rice, fish, fruits, meat, honey, olives, wine, tea, and spices is every August. And is the goods produced modifier times 60. Where is the goods produced modifier? Common population, upper class population. I'm just trying to make sure okay, that's the goods produced modifier. So if I go to, say, there's an olive, and olives were, which one? Olives are goods produced times 60. Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes. We may or may not end up with a lot more starvation happening because it looks like they removed the import food. And export. You used to be able to export food to make a living. If you needed to supplement your income but you had tons of food production, you could just go ahead and export food for money, which was great. Now it looks like you can't do that. If you can, it's somewhere else now. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that they removed it entirely. I don't really feel like sending our best, so we'll just send somebody. And if they manage to win something, good for them. I am honestly going to be surprised. Oh, it looks like I accidentally paused the game. And because of where I have my recording thing, it's difficult sometimes to tell if I've actually paused the game or not. But it's better than having it off to the side where I can't see any. I won't be able to see important things. Okay, the Paraoki won something. Paraoki are the lower class. They're the guys, though, that make up our... no, I don't really feel like using admin. Sorry, game. Admin's kind of important to me, I'm afraid. Yeah, we've actually got a decent heir. 5 military skill would allow conquest without any real issues, because most people would be fine. Oh, you became friends with them, you bastards. Well, I can call in Chalkis and Eretia. Both of them would join. So long as I offer them land. They won't get land, though. I should be completely honest with you all on that. They don't get land. That's just not the way I am. I'm sorry. And yeah, they're all a no period to that. Who are your friends, out of curiosity? Oh, you're friends with Sparta. I guess I shouldn't be surprised by that, now should I? Yeah, I've only got one person to declare war on, that's you. Have we dealt with... No, we haven't. Build some more. That'll also get us closer to finishing our mission, which was 75%. That'll get us a 10 out of 17. It's not quite there. Still not dealt with. Build one more. Ah, screw it. Build two more. You need more ships so that you can do a better job. You will do a better... Oh. I completely forgot. I wanted to go ahead and send people over here to talk to you to improve relations. And merchant ship sunk. Thanks, game. Just what I was looking for. That's still not enough, huh? Wow, okay. Okay, well, I mean, this should be good enough to go ahead and declare war on you. Oh, you broke your friendship with the other guys. Okay, that's fine with me, actually. That really is. Oh, and Chalk is someone... Was I selecting the wrong person? I was indeed selecting the wrong nation that entire time. That would explain it. Okay, so I'd have to fight you alone because my buddies say they are too busy with other stuff. Looks like they just don't want to join, period, basically. Aretia would probably join if I had 10 favors with them, but yeah, I've only got one favor, and we only gain one favor a year, so that's 10 years of waiting. Sorry, not going to do that to go and declare war on somebody. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a general, and we're just going to have to fight you one-on-one. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. I got a 6k army versus, well, that's 6k right there, and then another probably 6k. You know what, let's go ahead and save up. Let's slap another army or two in here. And I'm actually going to go ahead and rival you. You're going to go down there and try and link up with the first fleet. We'll see how that goes. I don't expect it to happen very quickly, however, if I'm going to be completely honest. And they changed the symbol of money. It doesn't use the same symbol as up here, like it used to. Not that it really affects anything for them to have changed the symbol for money. Oh, did they change the name? I don't know. It probably is a different name, though. There we go, we got that. Accumulate money. No, let's go with the remove them from the map, because guess what, game? I was going to do that anyway. So, which one's better? Conquest or border? Border. Or excuse me, not border. Conquest is better. So, yeah, we're going to go with Conquest. I do want one more. I definitely want to try and deal with this damn insufficient support penalty. I don't want it. I think this next one will do it. We'll see. And I'll slow down the game to 3 speed. No, not quite. Do I need one more? I'm guessing I will need one more. Let's go ahead and try it. One more. 1 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 more. None of those are particularly useful. Oh! Perfect opportunity to declare war, I think. Let's wait for this other guy to get built up, and I think we're going to declare war, because there's rebels there. And... oh, God. Still? You got rebels as well. Okay, now I don't really want to give them the time to go ahead and get their buddies in here. I would kind of love it, though, if their allies would go ahead and help them deal with the rebels. I think that would help me out a little bit, at least. Okay, but we're going to have to deal with the insufficient support penalty, but hopefully the fact that we have a larger army than all of them will be good enough. Oh, they're able to siege mine faster than I can siege theirs. Why? Do they have a good siege? They do have a good siege general, but no. They don't have more men than me. Why are they doing a better job? They must have just gotten a better roll or something. That or one of them hired a engineer in the military slot. Okay, and now I'm going to hit the game up to 5 speed. Now, I only have a single province that I have to take from them, luckily. So I'm in a little bit better of a position compared to them. Not much, however. Okay, yeah, I think we're doing fine, actually. On the food now. I think whatever changes they made to food recently might have improved it. Okay, I think I need to go and kill those guys. Yeah, you know what, game? If your guys are gonna fail that badly, I'll just try and deal with their troops. Good, you got a trait, Ruthless. I don't think it's really helping me at all, but you know what? I won't complain about having it. Now, you and me, we can come to a reasonable agreement. You give me war reps, give me the 3 ducats, denarii, whatever it is. How much do I need to siege this exactly? Well, it's more than whatever I got right now. That I know for certain. I need 4 regiments worth. Well, we should get that relatively soon. There we go. And just get the game up to 5 speed and let it run. They're going to surrender eventually. Sieges are very slow in this mod, which honestly I'm not too surprised by. It is partly due to the time period. So Rome hasn't done anything. Not too surprised. What has Egypt done, out of curiosity? I don't think Egypt has done anything either. Don't think Egypt has done anything at all. So those guys are going to regroup over there. That's fine with me. We'll just have to wait this out. And of course these guys have an actual citadel. So that's partly the reason why it's taking so long. Okay, that ends in 216. This ends in 203. Or we're expected to get the next admin level in February of 216. This ends March of 203. So I'm going to say no, because it's going to expire before I'd be able to get the tech anyway. So it doesn't really benefit me at all. Gift from Chalkis received. We've received a nice gift from the people of Chalkis. It seems like they want to improve relations with us. Oh, well, gee, thanks. I'm happy that you wish to improve relations with me. New siege weapon. We don't know what these weapons are, but it's something. Gives me some free military power. And some more debt slavery. And my truce with Megaris has expired. Does everybody's cities look like that, or do they actually have cultural differences in city looks? Looks like they actually do have cultural differences in the cities that you see on the map. Yeah. Huh. It's actually kind of nice that they do have some differences in the little city representations on the map. And of course, our fort is built into a hill. So, yeah. I don't think that really benefits us at all in this time period. Granted, I don't think it necessarily hurts us either. I mean, it's a engineering feat that we managed to actually build a fort into a mountain at this point in history, if you ask me. Ooh. The aristocrats are sending troops. The nobles have rallied their soldiers and mercenaries together and send them to us for the ongoing war. We could use the soldiers and reinforce our army, but this will increase their influence and sympathy in the military for sure. Okay, so I can either let them increase influence, which is currently at 6. What's the number I have to keep it below? 80. Oh, well then, you know what? We need these soldiers. Thank you very much, game. They're not actually going to help me at all. In fact, they're really going to screw with my insufficient support thing. Although, it does look like the insufficient support wasn't really hurting me too much in those battles. I think that's partly an issue of I haven't played this mod a whole lot, and so I don't really know the ins and outs. Typically, you want to avoid insufficient support in the base game, because it really hurts. But maybe in this mod, it doesn't actually hurt as badly as it does in the base game. Or in the vanilla game, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I kind of get the feeling time's going a whole hell of a lot slower on 5-speed. Compared to going on 4-speed. So, okay, we'll just go with 4-speed. It's fine. We'll eventually get the fort. Or the province, whatever. I may or may not keep the war going, because I definitely think they might have also changed siege timers in the update, because it definitely feels like it's taking longer as well. But that could just be me. I honestly don't know. I don't have the money to hire you because you're very expensive, but that guy would help me a little bit. Not tons, but a little bit. And sadly, you're not a coastal fort or coastal province, so I can't use my navy to try and. Actually, I don't know if the navy actually helps. I think they might have removed that as well. Removing the blockades help. I don't know. I haven't actually had the opportunity to really go and deal with siege. Okay. Okay, we've taken the province and I have some choices. I can either enslave the pops, and one population will be removed from the province. I can demand a ransom, I gain a couple of ducats, or I can set them free. Well, considering we don't have, like, tons of prestige, let's go with the set them free. We'll be nice. Okay, you give me this and all your money, and we call it a job well done. What do you say? You say no. Well then, I'm sure we can come to a reasonable agreement of I beat the crap out of your friends. I said I beat the crap out of your friends. There we go. See, I knew we could come to a reasonable agreement. Now you, give me all your money and war reps, and we can be best of friends again. Probably not. You, give me all your money and war reps. You say hell no. Well, you know what? That's fine with me. I don't need your money anyway. Looks like I actually do need your money. Change of plans. Because it turns, or at least I need to get you out of the war. You know what? I'll let you out. No problems. Just get out. So I can end this war. So thank you very much, game. Thank you, thank you, thank you. New mission. Improve relations with Aegina. Let our manpower recover. Abolish the Solon's reforms, which again, those are democratic influence. Yeah, no, we're gonna be going with an oligarchy anyway. So let's go ahead and abolish those. This does lead to the Perioki being a little upset, so we'll grant them some privileges. Dang, exactly, I wasn't paying attention. Ooh, wow, they have a lot of separatism here apparently. And I can't core the province. No, actually I should be able to. I think I just kind of screwed up. No, we're not going to abolish slavery just yet, I don't think. Yeah, decrease production efficiency, which I'm pretty sure production efficiency does have a role in goods produced, yes. So yeah, we're not going to be abolishing that just yet, game. Gotta let our manpower recover though now. See, you have some problems and I could go and help you. You know, that is one thing I actually do find annoying, is that you gotta get military access through your allies. The game doesn't just give it to you. It's like we're allies. In my opinion, I should be able to just walk through your land, period. I think the whole need to ask for military access should only be for non-allies. But maybe that's just me. Okay, so I got a truce with you and a truce with you. I could go to war with you, however. Who are your buddies? Your buddies are... oh, well, them again. Tanagra. And your buddies with Argos, wherever Argos is. I think they were over here. No, I'm clearly remembering wrong. Where the hell is Argos? Oh, there they are. Could do border conquest or hegemonic war. Let's go ahead and look out at the coalition stuff. So, yeah, not a whole lot right now. We got 7 with the guys that we fought. But we'd be able to survive. Okay, I gained 2 a month. Okay, we'll get the military, which will be helpful. Who are you? Oh, okay, yeah, no, sorry. If Macedon's at war with you, I'm not going to help you. That's for damn sure. Actually, I probably wouldn't have helped them anyway, but you know, it's especially not going to happen when Macedon's at war with them. Oh, we have some democratic rebels. Okay. I do wish it was possible somewhere for the game to tell you how much, basically how long your food supply will last for. That'd be a wonderful thing to know. As it stands right now, you gotta do the math, and let me see, what is it? So every 3 months, all of your upper class and commoner populations will consume 1 food supply, so you gotta go into here and check, okay, we got X many commoners, Y amount of upper class, and then do the math, figure out. Yeah, no, that's... yeesh. It's a lot of work. Just to figure out how long your food supply will last, especially if you have a lot of provinces. If I owned all of Greece, that would take far too long to be worth it. Okay, yeah, I literally cannot core this until separatism is, I guess, less than 25 years. So that's going to be a while, actually. Well, that's a nice little change. So, writing system started over there in Phoenicia. We'll figure out where advanced metallurgy will spawn. I do want to get a quarry, though. Where is it that has the quarry? Okay, it's the administrative. Yeah, I'm going to want to get that up to level 4. There's no buildings I really want to build. We're just going to keep letting our manpower grow. Oh, and our leader just became a battling buffoon. Exactly what I wanted to have occur. And a thief in the library. Well, guys, make sure you catch them. And don't let it happen again. Skilled administrator. They are administrative efficiency and absolutism. Where is this province that would lose 10%? Oh, I never realized Athens actually starts with this. Huh. That is interesting, but it cannot be lower. So, you know, bring them in. I'll take them. So, yeah, pretty bloody expensive. We wouldn't be able to afford them at all. But he gave me some free admin, which isn't really all that helpful, if we're going to be completely honest. Yeah, well, I'll eventually be able to core you. That is an interesting change, though. And it will affect how you conquer things. Especially since you will, in theory, need a larger army, because when they're not cored, I believe they do actually have an increased unrest. No. Okay, I guess just not being cored has some other issues. Some other things that it affects. Yeah, I'm pretty sure not being cored is supposed to affect something, but I don't know what off the top of my head. And that'll expire in 6 years. That actually sucks. Well, all the cultures will eventually switch to being just straight up Greek. Although I don't know why they decided to call it Greek rather than Hellenic. But yeah. Eventually we will get an event that'll change all these cultures here to being just straight up Greek. And just for whatever reason it's Greek rather than Hellenic or something like that. I would have personally gone with Hellenic, if I'm going to be completely honest. That's what I would have named it. But it's not really that big of a deal. Although I guess it might have something to do with the culture group and the fact that there is actually 2 different forms of that culture, I think. One for Macedon before they decide to become a part of the Hellenic culture group, or whatever our culture group is actually called. Yeah, Hellenic. Yeah, because they've got basically two different versions of Macedon. They got the Macedonian Macedon and then the Hellenic Macedon. And they do have an event to be able to join the Hellenic culture group, which gives them access to the hegemonic war casus belli. I think otherwise they have to do border conquest for everything. And they are actually doing quite a bit of conquest. And surprisingly quickly, really. I think the mod might have modified numbers for wars or something. That, or your leader has the aggressive personality. No, they have the balanced personality, so I'm not quite sure why they're being as aggressive as they are. Industrious, mastermind. But because it's an AI, it is not actually influenced by the mastermind. So So I guess they're not actually gaining that +5 to maximum absolutism. Yeah, I'm actually not sure what the deal is there. I don't really want to lose the pop, because they pay money game. They're worth money. I'd rather lose some money temporarily rather than lose money permanently, because I'm not able to get these guys back. I'd have to establish... Oh, now it's called a kingdom rather than a colony. But yes, I would have to... Oh wait, never mind. What the hell does it do now? Because it used to be needed to be able to improve these 3 modifiers when they were admin, diplo, or yeah, administrative, tax, or production, whatever, and military. Now they're different. So what the hell does a kingdom do? Does it just allow you to change the culture? In which case, that's not really important for me for, well, quite a while, really. And we had an earthquake somewhere. I didn't really pay attention to where, because quite frankly, I don't really care. Somebody else just lost a bunch of administrative. Make you non-autonomous. Wonderful. Now I'm going to go ahead and probably annex you in just a moment. We got a gift from somebody. And I don't need to get relations up to 190 because of the changes the mod made to the whole Diplo stuff, which is a wonderful thing. And the food system definitely seems to be very processor intensive because, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's more of a slowdown in video FPS than it was before. Okay, let's go ahead and annex you. You should be done by March of 202. I'm probably going to have to destroy your entire army, though, because I don't think I'd be able to afford it. But we'll see. So roads apparently improve the chance of increasing the population of commoners. And upper class. Okay. I see. So if I build roads, in theory, the chance of the population in Athenia going from 6 to 7 for commoners and 5 to 6 for the upper class goes up, which increases goods produced, tax income, manpower, etc., etc. Okay. So roads won't be completely useless. That is, well, how far are we from getting the... Yeah, that's pretty far out. Let's go ahead and build a road. Athens already has a road. Well, then let's build a road to connect with our troops. So we've sort of got a road from Athens out to the front. Also, I don't need to be using you anymore. This is what, 90%? Yeah, that's 90%. God, that's gonna take forever. Queue up a couple of extra trade ships for those guys. Which are gonna take forever to get built, but they should improve. Still waiting on that. But it should improve trade income. In theory, more than I will lose as a result of the maintenance on those. What is the maintenance on those, though, out of curiosity? 0.03 a month. Okay. Yeah, in theory, 2 extra ships should bring in more than I lose in the maintenance. But we'll see. They may not. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be waiting quite a while to be able to get that. Which is a shame, because by the time, I think by the time we'll be able to do it, our claim on the province will go away, which will of course increase costs, which is kind of annoying, but I can't really do anything about it. Also, we have some people we can rival, so I think I'm going to go ahead and... Well, I was going to declare Tanagra a rival, but apparently I can't do that. It's because we have the truce still. That might be it. But that's a little weird. I don't believe that's ever been the case before. Yeah, you go to the Nile. You go to the Nile. Your transports, you come over here. Yeah, how about you guys go to the Nile as well, if you don't mind. Scrap their army. So the state will cost us 18. And it'll increase income by about, well, it'll increase maintenance. So the actual maintenance is currently nothing. If I turn this into a state, it will cost us 0.18 every month, while increasing the income by about 0.1 a month when the autonomy has been reduced to lower levels. To be honest, I don't think that's really a good one right now. I really don't. Turning that into a state sounds like an absolute waste of resources. As it stands right this second. Okay, the daughter of Apollo. There's a small village in our realm where a girl lives. Yada yada yada. Priest says she's the daughter of Apollo and has the power to see the future. High priest asks that we bring her to the great temple in Athenia. But some of the court advisors warned us the girl is very popular and the people in this province might not be happy. What province are we talking about? Looks like one of the ones over here, because of course it's one of the ones that we literally just got. Really, game? Really? You had to do that? I gain religious authority, but what do I actually gain from higher religious authority levels? Resistance to the Reformation, which doesn't exist. War score cost for other religions, which is actually going to eventually be a thing. But, you know, that's a pretty decent ways out there, if we're going to be honest. Missionary strength and decreased disability costs, but it also decreases tolerance of heathens and heretics, which I'm not too surprised by, I guess. Well, you know what, I'll take it because the religious authority is a pretty permanent thing at the end of the day. So, yeah, screw it. We'll live. The province will be a little upset for a while, but they'll get over it eventually. Oh, we're way over naval force limit now as a result. We are rooting out corruption, right, gang? Yeah, and pretty quickly as well. And our manpower is finally recovered. So we can accumulate money. Get a colony on the Thracian coast. They specifically want this province. Or improve relations with the Aegina. I've never gotten a Aegina to peacefully join me, so I don't think that's really worthwhile. We'll go with the accumulate money. We'll be able to do that with relative ease once our income has sort of recovered a little. Because it's kind of in the gutter. It should improve, in theory. Once we finish rooting out corruption... what's our food like? We actually have no food supplies. Well, that's not exactly a good thing, game. And even with the recovering economy modifier, as a result of letting our manpower recover. We still don't make a whole lot. We'll live, though. Okay, yeah. I don't honestly think army camps are that useful. Even the base game equivalent of them I don't think is particularly useful. God, I really want a better... I want our current leader to die or something because... Yeah, sorry, but our heir is much better. They've actually got admin skill, and they've got better military skill, but they're just as bad at diplomatic stuff. But you know what? I can live with them being bad at diplomatic things because they're better at military and administrative. Which is great for me because I'd be able to actually get admin too, so I can build shrines. Okay, so for some bizarre reason the game decided to crash on me there, so I just went ahead and loaded up the last autosave, and we're just gonna go ahead and save. And I'm gonna end this part here. It does result in the part only being roughly 40 some odd minutes, rather than the hour that I would typically go for, but yeah, I don't know what the deal was there. For some reason the game crashed, and this last autosave is... Oh boy, yeah, this last autosave is prior to me annexing those guys, so we're gonna end up with some things resulting, or things ending up a little bit differently. I have it set to save yearly. Okay, so we were still in 202 when the game decided to crash on me. I'm not sure why it did. I'm really not. Hopefully when I go to record part 2 next week, part 3 actually. Hopefully it won't crash on me then, because that could just result in this series and even going to whoever got second place being put on hold because, yeah, crashes obviously aren't helpful when trying to record a series. Typically, EU4 is actually very stable in my experience, so I am surprised that it crashed. It might be an issue with their update. Maybe there's something that triggered but doesn't work properly and causes the crash. I've got no idea. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this part. I will see you all in the next part. Quick reminder that I do have a Patreon if you want to go and become one. You don't have to, but it does get you early access to my videos if you want to be able to watch them early. Also, reminder that if you don't own EU4 and you want to pick it up, I do have an affiliate link to Green Man Gaming down in the description. I think I have 2, in fact. They don't include all of the latest DLC. One of them I think is just the base game, and I think the other includes all the DLC up until like June 2015 or something like that. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. But yes. So you can use those if you want to be able to go ahead and pick up EU4 because, hey, maybe you decided you enjoy it. Also, obviously, I'll have a link to the mod in the description as well. But I will see you all in the next part, but until then, a goodbye and farewell.